Hey guys, and welcome back to the video. Now, I don't normally do videos like this, but today we're just going to show you what we're actually stripping down today. Why Buzz comes in with his Caterpillar. So we're basically messing around with Buzz today with his Caterpillar, because apparently that's going to help. Yes Buzz, very nice. No, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be stripping down this Mazda Mx5 that we actually purchased from Ryan at MJG Grit. He only wanted the hard top from it, and the rest of the car he sold. It's quite poorly. The engine's actually knocking. The wind is trying to get through the shutter at the door. So yeah, the engine is knocking on this one, unfortunately. It wasn't when it got sold to me, but it is now knocking. I think it's a little bit poorly. Anyway, we wasn't going to take the engine out of this one. It's just not worth it. They only go for £200–300 anyway, and by the time you sell the complete engine, you take all that out, it's not worth your time. And all the mess with the fluids and everything, it's easier to just not deal with that. So we're going to be stripping down the throttle body, probably take the cam cover off, we might even take the manifold off. Basically just take a few little bits and pieces off of the engine and then sell all of these separately. We'll sell the airflow meter, we'll sell little things like the expansion tape, possibly the brake master cylinder. We're going to have a little bit of a research, have a look what's actually good on the car, what's not good on the car, and then also see what sells and doesn't sell. That's the point of the business. So we're going to just take a few little bits off right now. We're going to take the headlights off as well, headlight motors, these little indicator lights as we've just started doing. So as we just saw, the engine bay, just undone that. So we're going to be stripping, as we just said, a few of the parts from that. Now the rust is getting really bad on this arch, because I will get a lot of people saying, oh, why don't you restore this car? One, the engine's knocking. Two, the interior is just a complete and utter mess. Now, as you can see, it's all green and slimy. The back window's also broken. This is a complete mess, this car. Let's put that up just to show you. As you can see, the back window is completely gone from that. There's been water all in here. Coming round to the boot area. Now I've removed the battery, but this whole floor was covered in water. Now this was all rusty and everything, and before I bought it in the unit, I actually just put the, there's a rubber bung, I'll quickly show you, just underneath. We pulled out the rubber bung, see the hole there, and I also drilled a hole just to get rid of all the water, because there was just so much of it, and we knew it was going to be a parts car anyway. Coming around the back, the lights don't look too bad. We can probably clean these up. Again, coming round this side, this light's quite good as well. Again, probably clean that up as well. Coming round the passenger side, both of the tyres are flat. All the seals are pretty bad, to be honest. It looks worse than surface rust. I could probably get a screwdriver out and poke right through that. It's very soft. Coming to the front, looks like the seals have been previously done before. Again, they're very, very soft. Again, if I got a screwdriver, that would probably go through that. Coming to the front near side, again, this wing's completely gone. So, all in all, the car is quite rotten. It's completely standard, as you can see. Pop-up headlights, so that is the Mark 1 version. Shame really, because these cars are quite sought after. People do love these MX5s. So yeah, what we're going to do now is start stripping some of the car. We're going to stick that on a time lapse. So if you want to watch that, let's go.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong. I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south, I'll be spreading out.
So, quick one. We have noticed a lot of you watching these videos are not actually yet subscribed. Now, it would mean the world to us if you do support the channel and subscribe. Now, what that does is that actually helps us bring more content to the channel, more how-to guides, more life in the motor trade, and better videos for you guys. So the more subscribers, the more videos you're gonna get. Thank you.
Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
So the lighting isn't actually the best in here at the moment because we've only just moved in this part of the unit. So we're going to have to get a torch now and then just to see down some of the engine bay and other little areas. Like the interior is going to be a little bit more difficult because although it looks bright in the background because of the white walls, we've actually literally got like one light up there and one up the other end. We have boarded up that bit up there. If you haven't seen the last video of us getting this unit, go check it out because that shows the unit we've just moved into. So we've boarded that bit up there. We've boarded a few other little bits out to try and keep the heat in. It's quite warm in here. It's not too bad, although I mean this is still about 4 degrees outside and some mental storm. But yeah, we need some more light in here and there'll be more progress on that as soon as we get the lights and then obviously get Jason in to come and help us do the electrics as well. So if you want to watch more things like that, the progress of this unit, then keep an eye out for that video. So as you just saw in that time lapse, we've just got the headlights out and took the headlight motors off individually. Might not have to, but we've just done it anyway because we're going to sell them individually. And we have actually just cut the wire from here. Otherwise you've got to dismantle the headlight to get the loom out, and we're just going to set it with the wire anyway. We don't need this part of the loom, and it's better for the people purchasing it to have some of the wire, because if there's a faulty for any reason, they can just plug it in or wire it into their one. Anyway, so to get these off, you have two 14mm nuts there, and then there's one tucked in behind here. We had to move this expansion tank out the way, which was held on by some 10mm bolts, which was one was there, and then one was just on here, and then the other one was just below here. So we took that off to get to these 14mm bolts. Obviously we took the headlight motor out first, which was 3 10mm bolts, and then we just slotted them out, headlight come out, and the same with the other side. But we did have to move this power steering fluid tank just out of the way, which is held on by 2 10mm bolts either side.
Please say anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get.
So as you just saw on the time lapse, we've taken this pipe off here. We've taken the expansion tank out of the way. This pipe off, wow, I'm just gonna grab it out of the box actually. What a big thing. Big resonator box there as well. Obviously that quietens the noise down from the air intake. But yeah, that was quite challenging to pull that out of there because of this pipe was in the way. And I didn't want to undo that just yet because there's some coolant that's still in there. So until I get a bucket underneath to drain it, I don't really want to undo that just yet. Anyway, so I pulled out the HT leads, and as you can see, clearly the rocker cover gasket has completely gone, hence there's oil all over that. So I know these are a common problem on these. So what we will do is we'll take the inlet manifold off, we'll probably take this cam cover off anyway, and we'll also take the throttle body off away from the manifold, take the throttle cable off here, because we'll probably sell that as well, and then a few things like the coil packs, some sensors and stuff. Little things like the fuse box covers, they're always a good one because they always go missing, and there's going to be a few other little bits and pieces that we will remove. One thing I have only just noticed is actually got a green mirror and not a silver one. I didn't even notice that. There we go. Anyway, one thing I did forget to mention on this car, look at the green, is look at this stick. No one wants one of these on an MX5. That's another reason why, yeah, it's just no good. It's not worth pulling the engine out. It hasn't even got a manual box, so it might have a LSD on the back possibly, so that might come off. We will check that. But yeah, it's definitely engine and box is not coming out. A few of the interior bits, as you can see, clocks are in quite good nick, and it has actually got one of these, there we go. Can't even remember what they're called from the top of my head. Snap-off steering wheels? I can't remember what they're called now, my brain is completely dead, but yeah, it's got one of those. It is a snap-off, isn't it? Yeah, snap-off, quick release snap-off steering wheel, that's the one. Yeah, so it's got one of those, not bad condition, it's a little bit warm around the edges, but still pretty cool. These seats will likely sell. I will clean them up. A lot of these use them in some cars like old MGs, Morris Minors, maybe some old campers and stuff because of the low rails. So I will give them a good clean, but they're likely they will need a complete refurb because it will still smell probably inside the fabric now. So that is a little teaser for today's video. If you'd like to see more of this, like I just said, then wait for part 2. We'll do a complete strip and show you what's left on the car after we finish with it, and then the car will go to the scrappy, and we'll even record that when it's due, once we've got the truck back on the road. That's another video. So what MX5 do you prefer? Do you prefer the pop-up headlights, or do you prefer just the headlights that actually sort of fit in the bumper? Let us know in the comments down below. So guys, that is it today for this little MX5 video. Now if you did like this video, give us a thumbs up, give us a comment, because we can give you a part 2 on this video on how far that we can go on this MX5, and we can show you some even more of where these rust. So that gives you an idea of where to look for when you're buying one of these, and that is the good thing about these sort of videos, and for me as well, because you learn on the way, especially when you strip these sort of cars, where you can find the rust, you know, where to find the broken parts, etc., what's not good, what's good, etc. So if you're interested in that, again, hit the subscribe and see what this brings. See you on the next one. See you later.